Do you ever feel hungry, so you grab some money and go out to get something to eat? You look at the $10 bill and you see a woman and you wonder, who is she and why is she on there? That woman is Viola Desmond. Viola Desmond was born on July 6, 1941 in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Viola was a Canadian businesswoman and civil libertarian who built a career as a beautician and was a mentor to young black women in Nova Scotia through her Desmond School of Beauty Culture. Both her parents were accepted into the black community in which they became active members. What Viola had done had been standing up against discrimination and inequality. On November 8, 1946, Desmond, who was 32 then, had some time to spare while she was getting her car fixed, so she decided to catch a movie at the Roseland Theatre in Glasgow. She sat in the slightly more expensive, implicitly whites-only section of the theatre. She was asked to move, but she refused, so she was removed by force. An usher came up to her and told her that she is not allowed to sit there, and that he would get the manager. Viola then said, "Get me the manager. I am not doing anything wrong." She was then dragged out and arrested. She went to jail and was badly hurt there. She paid a $20 fine and a $6 in court costs. Her battle didn't stop there. Desmond hired a legal counsel and appealed the charge in court, but she ultimately lost. She discovered that Canada was not ready to recognize racism and its shameful companion, segregation.
Even though Desmond lost her court battle, her story and her vigilant activism through the Nova Scotia Association for the Advancement of Colored People were important factors in the eventual abolition of the province's segregation laws. All the attention she received, much of it negative, took a serious toll on Desmond. She eventually divorced, shut down her business, and left her home province for Montreal, then New York City, in search for a fresh start. Viola Desmond had done many wonders, but they were only recognized many years later. Desmond created the school in order to provide training that would support the growth of employment for black women. Enrollment in Desmond's school grew rapidly, including students from New Brunswick and Quebec. As many as 15 students graduated from the program each year. Decades after her death, Viola Desmond's story began to receive public attention, primarily through the efforts of her sister Wanda Robson. On 15th of April 2010, Viola Desmond was granted a free pardon by the Nova Scotia Lieutenant and Governor Mayan Francis at a ceremony in Halifax. The pardon accompanied by public declaration. An apology from Premier Darrell Dexter recognized that Desmond's conviction was miscarriage of justice and that charges should have never been laid.